Did you know that one mindset shift can change your entire business and life? So Tony Robbins once said that the only limit to your impact is your imagination and your commitment. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you 7 game-changing lessons that billionaires like Elon Musk and Warren Buffett use to create massive businesses and huge wealth for themselves. Did you know that when Elon Musk first started SpaceX, he actually had 3 failed launch attempts? And if he did not make a 4th attempt successfully, the business would have gone bankrupt. But with persistence and with resilience, Elon Musk was able to push through and successfully launch SpaceX into space, revolutionizing the space industry. Who am I? I'm Simon Mucher. I read over 1 book per week, and on this channel, we talk business mastery, wealth creation, and mindset. If you're ready to level up your game, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we are getting straight into it. So you need to embrace a growth mindset. So Henry Ford once said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So what we need to do is we need to believe that our skills and capabilities can be developed through training. There's a practice called deliberate practice. And what that shows is that by us focusing on a specific set of skills and training ourselves, we can develop our abilities and grow substantially. Another thing we need to do is we need to embrace the challenges. We need to embrace the failures. A lot of the time we look at challenges, we look at failures, and we walk away from them. But these challenges, these failures, they are there to help us grow. And another thing we need to focus on is embracing progress, not perfection. So often we get caught up in perfection and trying to make everything perfect, but when we try and make everything perfect, we actually don't take the first step forward. So it's so important to embrace progress over perfection. So Henry Ford, so obviously we know the Ford Motor Company now is one of the biggest in the world. But when he first started, people had doubts. He wanted to create mass production vehicles, and all the critics were like, you can't do that. But what did he happen to do? He managed to mass produce vehicles, revolutionizing the motor vehicle industry by embracing a growth mindset. So embrace a growth mindset, and if you do this, you're gonna be a successful entrepreneur. Another lesson that I want to share with you is that we need to learn from failure and embrace risk. So Mark Cuban said, it doesn't matter how many times you've failed, you only have to be right once. So the first point I want to share with you is we need to see failure as a valuable teacher. So often we see failure and we walk away from trying the thing that we really wanted to do. We have one failure and we give up. Why is that? Failure is an opportunity for us to get better each and every time and learn from our mistakes. The next point I need to talk to you about is understand that every risk taken is an opportunity for growth. If you're doing something that you're comfortable doing, you're not going to grow. One of my teachers, Bob Proctor, said that we have A-type goals, B-type goals, and C-type goals. A-type goals are essentially goals that you know how to get, and C-type goals are goals that you have no idea how to get. But when you embrace that discomfort, when you pursue something that you don't know how to do, you grow and evolve and create massive change and create great wealth. So we also need to use failures as an opportunity to learn. So when you have a failure or a setback, we need to see them as learning opportunities. We need to reframe the way that we look at failure. It's a way for us to get better each and every day. If we think about Mark Cuban, he founded Micro Solutions. And when he first started, he had so many setbacks and failures. He persisted, he learned, he recalibrated, and he managed to sell it for millions of dollars, and now he's worth billions of dollars. So we need to embrace failure, we need to embrace risk. That is a really important mindset for us to be a successful entrepreneur. You also need to develop a clear, long-term vision. So Steve Jobs said the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that usually do. So we need to set an ambitious long-term vision, and this needs to guide our decision-making each and every day. The greater the vision, the greater the impact, the greater the wealth that you will have. We also need to visualize the future that you want to create. A lot of the time you can't see where you're going, but if you can visualize your future, you're going to be able to manifest it. When you think about the law of manifestation and the law of attraction, if you visualize the future you want to create, if you visualize the business you want to create, all of a sudden you're going to get aligned with that, in harmony with that, and you're going to be able to attract that into your life. And also we need to regularly refine our vision. So every 3 months or every year, is this the direction you really want to head? Does this align with who you are as a person? Because if you try and pursue something that's not important to you, you're going to end up with internal conflict and you're not going to be fulfilled in life. So if we look at Steve Jobs and if we look at Apple, so when he came back to Apple, he managed to change Apple to being one of the biggest businesses in the world. They had multiple products. Their attention was scattered everywhere, and they managed to refine their products to a couple of key elements, let's say the laptop and the phone, and now they've created massive impact And almost 50% of people in the world are gonna have an Apple computer or an Apple phone in their pocket. So guys, it's so important for us to develop a clear long-term vision. And the greater the vision that you have, the more people are gonna rally behind you to bring this vision to reality. Prioritize continuous learning and adaptability. So Warren Buffett famously said, the more you learn, the more you're actually going to earn. So the first point I want to make here is we need to prioritize continuous learning. And that can be done through reading, that can be done through mentors, that can be done through masterminds. But we need to continue to learn each and every day. I'm on average reading about 10 hours a week, and I'm reading well over a book per week. Another thing we need to do is we need to study the market trends. So what's going on in your industry, what's going on in your business, we need to really understand what's going on in your industry. Once we've understand what's going on in the industry, we need to adapt. We need to continuously and never ending focus on adapting to the market needs. If you don't adapt, you die. It's so important to adapt to the market, and we do that through learning and studying trends. So if you think about Warren Buffett, he reads between 4 to 6 hours a day. He's studying market trends, he's reading books, he's studying the ins and outs of business. And what has that done? That's turned him one of the most successful entrepreneurs that has ever lived. So continuous and never-ending education is so important as a mindset if you want to be a successful entrepreneur. Build and leverage a powerful network. So Oprah Winfrey once said, she said, surround yourself with people that lift you higher. So the first point I want to make is we need to be surrounding ourselves with mentors. We need to be surrounding ourselves with people that are going to help us elevate ourselves. If we're not doing that and we're surrounding with people that aren't going anywhere, we're probably going to end up like them. So another thing we can do is we can join something like a mastermind. When you join something like a mastermind, you're with like-minded people who all want to succeed together. Another thing we need to do is share insights with each other. You join this mastermind, where you have one mind, you have another mind, and that creates a third mind. And that is synergy. So 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, it actually equals 3 because of synergy. So when you're in a mastermind, you collaborate, you share ideas, you learn here and there, and what it does is you get greater ideas and it propels you to greater business and greater success. So if you think about Oprah Winfrey, she started out by herself, but she harnessed her network, she harnessed her relationships, she cultivated a great platform and a great network, and she managed to build one of the biggest media empires in history. Now she's worth several billions of dollars. So networking and relationships are so important for an entrepreneur's mindset. So the first thing I would say is definitely get a mentor, definitely join a mastermind. Those things are so important to take you to the next level. I've been part of a mastermind for over 10 years now. I believe that someone should always be part of a mastermind because it takes you to the next level in your business and in your life. We need to take calculated risks and we need to innovate. So Elon Musk said, when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds aren't in your favor. So when we think about that, you want to evaluate the risks and you want to carefully plan for the risks and you want to make informed decisions. You don't want to take risks that aren't sensible, but we need to take risks if you want to be a successful entrepreneur. You want to carefully plan those risks to minimize the odds of failure. But if we're not taking risks, we're not growing. The next point I want to make is you actually need a risk to grow. If you do what you keep doing over and over again, what you know how to do, you're actually not going to grow. You're not going to develop your business. And there's a law called entropy. If you're not growing, you're dying. And that's going to happen with your business. It's going to happen with your wealth. And the next thing here is we actually need to experiment. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expect a different result, that's a definition of insanity. That's according to Mr. Einstein. So we need to be experimenting constantly to do things better and better. Look at the story of Elon Musk. He built SpaceX, he's built Tesla, he's built Starlink, some of the biggest business in the world. Regardless, there's such significant risk, but he's taken calculated risk. He's had great people around him, he's had great networks around him, he's asked thousands and thousands of questions and learned the ins and outs of them. So it seems like a huge risk, but to him, he's carefully planned them and it's turned him into, I believe he's worth well over $400 billion today. So we also need to cultivate persistence and resilience. So what did Thomas Edison say? He said, I've not failed 10,000 times, I've found 10,000 ways that don't work. So that is a growth mindset. So we need to stay committed to our goals regardless of the setbacks. Just before the going gets good, the going is always tough. So just before you think about giving up, recognize on the other side of that is going to be success. So what we need to recognize is that every failure is a stepping stone to getting you one step closer to doing what's needed for you to build a successful business. We also need to develop mental resilience. I love the Stoic philosophy. There's a great book called The Daily Stoic. I'd suggest reading it. It teaches you tools from thousands of years ago that the guys used to use, the Stoics used to use to develop mental resilience. So let's come back to Thomas Edison. He tried to build the light bulb 10,000 times. In most people's eyes, they would have said he was a failure. But he did not believe within his eyes that he was a failure. He thought he found 10,000 ways that didn't work. But he knew that he was going to build the light bulb, and he persisted and he managed to revolutionize the world. Now we have light. Before Thomas Edison, we didn't have light. So persistence and resilience is so important for an entrepreneur to build a successful business. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did get value out of this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it with a friend, and drop a comment down below what was the biggest takeout from this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.